fun to be on the call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this, so hype, where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we?
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Now here's Morant. Banked in off the glass.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Booker against Bain. Shoots from the high post and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Morant against Ayton. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Booker, no good. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Ball passes to Booker. Morant with the steal. Outside, Bain. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Memphis ball.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Morant missing.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Brooks against Booker. Misses the easy stuff. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Now, Bridges, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Paul. 5 to shoot. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Bridges with some nice defense.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
No good from Booker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Outside for Jackson. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Paul. The pass to Johnson. A 3. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading. Morant dishes to Jackson. And a missed layup. Morant with the steal. And Morant throws it down.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Johnson with a screen on Bain. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Memphis.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. On defense, the Grizzlies. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. These guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
With the drive, they get the rebound. Johnson outside. A second chance effort. The rebound by Steven Adams. Trailing by 2. Bridges with the steal. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Suns foul. Chris Paul.
Here's Morant.
First personal foul.
He's got 8.
Second team foul.
And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Booker looking around. Trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 9.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. He is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Morant against Paul. And a wide open look for Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
3-point field goal.
5 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Chris Paul covering. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
From outside the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 4 after being selected first overall in the 2018 draft. Some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector. a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Here's Booker. Grizzlies making the shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
And you might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season.
Good on both. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Paul against Morant. Out to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
You can see Ayton does a good job of just picking a line and running the court that time.
Morant with it. 14 points for him. Morant with the steal. And so they foul intentionally.
Devin Booker, second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Bridges passes to Johnson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's
The previous play is under
in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Johnson, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
.106 left here in the second. Bain kicks to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker against Bain for 3. Bridges. Nice D from Brooks. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bain looking around. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Booker up top. 2 on the clock. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 1. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. But kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Lee, Jay Crowder out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Sharic, and it's Shamit in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now, here's Shamit. To the left side wing. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Tipped away.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
The tray. It's rebounded by Memphis. And it's Memphis on the break. They get it back. There's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback shot.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Here's Conchar. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Williams. Craig pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. Shamit with it. Williams picks him up. And Jones over to help. And Sharic kicks to Crowder for the tie. Shamit hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Shamit's got his first basket.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Williams from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Williams has got 5 points so far.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Shamit finds Lee, and there's the drive, and Lee with the stuff.
The defense so concerned with Shamit and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Here's Conchar, covered by Lee. Here's Tillman, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Lee outside. Here's Craig. No points in the game yet for him. Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
First personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for Phoenix.
And so he hits both. For Memphis, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Conchar, covered by Lee. Pass to Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Shamit with it, working on Jones. The pass to Crowder. He dishes it to Sharic. Tillman grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Lee. Phoenix, no good that time either. And they're on the break. And there's the foul to try to stop the break. And that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up. And they'll retain possession. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Morant outside. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots. Bane against Booker. And they get it. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 18 points in the game.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better, that time from way outside.
Morant passes to Adams, and the Grizzlies get it back. Outside, Bane. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Bane's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And now they are firing on all.
And so it's Memphis looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. Home in the paint. Bane, no good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 10-point game. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Grizzlies shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. Inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Johnson with a screen on Bane. Booker with no one around. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Here's Ayton. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading by 12. The kick out to Adams. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. He had a nice open look right there. Bane's got 9 points here in the second half.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Morant against Booker. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Here's the lob to Adams. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
They get it again. Ayton. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Brooks kicks to Morant. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Off target from outside. Suns have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them right so far.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Morant surveying the D. Outside for Jackson. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:48 left in the game.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
No good from Booker. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
DeAndre Ayton. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
John Morant at the line for two.
Both free throws good from Morant. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's a 2 from Paul. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And they double up Jackson. Bridges against Brooks. On the wing, Bain. 5 on the clock. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for John Morant.
So many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Brooks with no one around and no good that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Memphis ball.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they double up Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Brooks. Pass to Morant. Takes the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
So no problem for Memphis.
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota.
Looking at tonight's matchup, both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be the big men in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Edwards for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Yep, that one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Pass to Prince. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Morant against Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 for 3 so far.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Pass to Prince. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Brooks against Edwards. Outside Morant. And it's Morant again missing. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
That one drops for him.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Well, this is his game. Be proactive offensively. Put the defense back on his heels.
Now here's Morant. Oh, and Towns with the block.
The defensive chops of Towns. Able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Outside Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Morant with it. Russell covering. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
The 3 from Russell. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Morant. Oh, a clear foul there. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the
previous play is under
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops a first. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5.
He is so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
And both free throws good for Russell. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Morant. Driving to the basket. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Edwards. He has 6. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
For the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Good on both. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Morant. And a nice finish on the layup. Morant's got 8.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Timeout call, Memphis. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, BA. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Morant, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge.
The previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. Oh, and Towns with the block. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Pass to Prince. The shot no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bane. 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Brooks. Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. The 3 is up. Good. And the setup by Morant. Jackson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 11 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Morant with it. He's got 10. Up top, Brooks. Jackson down low. He's against Gobert. Here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
Taking 2 shots.
And Morant drops them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Outside Bane. And Gobert with a block. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half of this game.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
Call Anthony Towns. At the line.
And so Towns nails them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Outside Morant. Driving inside. Oh, did you see that finish?
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Towns down low. Defended by Jackson. The shot. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. There's 37 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 16 points.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Pass to Towns. With 4 on the clock. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Look out below.
You got no chance defending him right there.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight.
It has been.
24. Thanks. Let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's McLaughlin. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And it's Morant off the drive. Pass to Conchar. Back to Morant for 3. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Lays it up and banks it in.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 20 points.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Noel. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Jones. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. On the wing, Noel. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Outside Jones. And he converts the layup.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Noel, nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Noel's got 8.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Outside Jones. The kick out to Williams. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
1:51 left in the third. Outside McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Williams defending. Back to Daniels. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Outside Jones. The kick out to Williams. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's gonna come down to the wire.
On the wing, Noel. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Count that bucket. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition.
defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Noel. Tipped. McDaniels against Williams. And Williams punches it home.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Timeout call, Memphis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Memphis leading. Pass to Bain. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Brooks, the pass to Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And here's Edwards outside, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Outside Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Moran. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now Moran. Outside Bain. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got 3 assists in the game.
You need more than that to stop Desmond Bain. He's just going to fight right through it.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Outside Moran. Outside Bain. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game. And that's given them a lot of options.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
To the left side wing. It's Edwards on the wing. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks left side. Edwards against Bain. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
1:19 left to play in the fourth. And here's Morant. Oh, and Towns with the block. And they're able to recover. Bain finds Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 1:02 left in the game. Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. Yes!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now here's Morant. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Bain against Edwards. From the arc. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Bain. Defense is right there. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. It doesn't go for him.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. This one was in the back.
.2K Sports brings you the NBA. This contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And here's Johnson outside. Rebound, Minnesota. About a minute played so far here in the first.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
This is his first free throw of the game. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. Oh! We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Booker with no one around. Good, he hits the jump shot.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Russell against Paul. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
For three, Booker unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards, that's good. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Bridges against Prince. Got a piece of it.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Paul. Towns wide open. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Paul passes to Booker. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
To stop the run, kicks it out to Johnson. Ball against Gobert. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2. Edwards got 13.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Edwards finds Russell. Out to Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. It's stolen by Edwards. Prince, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Booker outside. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
5 on the clock. Booker fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Towns.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. You know, with maybe a step out of his range.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
And it...
Please give a big round of applause for the Cubs.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Booker, good.
3 points.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
Out to Edwards. Dishes it to Towns. Sinks that one from the post.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
On the wing, Booker, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Paul against Russell. And there's the pass to Gobert. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell dishes to Towns. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota leading by 20.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Johnson. In the corner, it's Bridges. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Here's the three. Yes, it is. Score then is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Suns trail by 17. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. Ayton wide open. And too long on the shot.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Towns, the pass to Prince. To the paint. Russell dishes to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Prince kicks to Towns. Goes up on the wing. And that's good for 2. Towns has got 6 points.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting box.
For 3, Booker. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Russell. Gobert with the block. 40 seconds left in the first half. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Towns kicks to Russell. Back to Towns. Over Johnson. That one off the back iron and out.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And Bridges able to finish. Bridges has got his first points in this one.
7'1" wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Back to Russell. The kick out to Towns. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
42. The Suns. 15.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Charge is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in at the 2 spot. Shot by Crowder, no good. Timberwolves leading by 20. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's McDaniels. And they recover it. Reed gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Noel. 3-pointer. Crowder pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Charge has the open look. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. McDaniels up top. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Left side Anderson. Pass to McDaniels. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Tough to catch a pass of that distance. He's asking an awful lot of his teammate to be able to reel that one in.
Timberwolves leading by 22. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Driving in, and that one's good. Shag.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's McDaniels. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was touched by Lee. Here's Noel. Lee with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Craig, good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels for three. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it. You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
Here's Noel, covered by Lee. Noel passes to McDaniels. That's a foul called on Damian Lee. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Noel, covered by Lee. Another miss by Minnesota.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And McLaughlin gets it to go.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And here is Shamet from deep. The rebound by Anderson. One-on-one fast break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And here we go. Short, the fast break chance. Suns keep it alive. Minnesota leading by 17. The pass to Reed. And he dunks it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lee kicks to Crowder over Anderson. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Lee. Crowder's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Back to Reed. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Minnesota on top, leading by. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Substitution on the court.
Russell against Paul. Russell kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Prince. Back to Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time. Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give you.
Outside Edwards. From 20 feet out. Bridges with the board.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
The adjustments they've made offensively They're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Bridges kicks to Booker from deep. And that one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Botches the slam dunk finish. Ayton the pass to Booker. Takes a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got 20.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his 3-point shot, but he sure looked good there.
And here's Booker from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Suns. Timberwolves leading by 11. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Kicks it out to Prince. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Pass to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell against Bridges. Edwards controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Bridges outside. He kicks it to Paul. Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
It's Russell with the drive. Prince finds Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Here's Gobert on the wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Some ball.
Suns trail by 13. Paul looking around. Booker left side. Jacks up a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 12 points now in the quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Ayton. Towns with the steal. Edwards drives in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Towns with it. Six to shoot. From deep 3-point range. That shot no good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability.
teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside for 3. Sinks it from distance.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Paul against Morant. Launches a 3. That shot is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Booker. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Morant. Now Payne. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Paul finds Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. A shot to stop the run. Adams grabs the miss.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Booker against Morant.
Blocking foul call. Chris Paul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside for Brooks. From behind the arc. Good. And the setup by Morant. Brooks has got 6.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Paul drives in. Back to Bridges. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Outside Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Up top Jackson. Lots of room. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Outside Morant. Right side Bane. Morant against Booker. Here's Adams. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Ayton with a screen. To the inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Devin Booker has really developed his pick and roll game. And let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
Outside Morant. Off the mark there with a 3 for Phoenix. They've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket. Outside
Outside Bain. Jacks up a three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. The three. And the Suns get another three.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. 4 seconds left. And scoring inside is Morant.
Working through the lane. Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive...
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Oh, throw it down! Wow!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Morant against Paul. Crowder outside. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And Morant drops them both. Well, Richard, as a former player yourself, what's your take on stars demanding trades and jumping around the league so much?
It's tough because I've seen the other thing happen to stars. Blake Griffin re-signs with the Clippers. They show him videos of putting his jersey in the rafters, and then he's traded a year later. So I think everybody has to figure out what is best for them, but you also have to try as an individual and as a professional to fulfill your obligations. And I think trades can be someplace in the middle of that.
Here's Morant. The Suns getting their last shot to go. On the break. Here's Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And then Morant with the jam.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Out to Bridges. An open look for him. Yes, it's good. Bridges has got 5.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see. All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8. Bain finds Brooks. 4 on the clock. Oh, they get a hand on it. On the wing, Brooks. Shoots over Bridges. They get it again. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Jackson on the wing. Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the strike. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Morant, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's Crowder. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Morant, pass to Adams. Here's Bane. The 3-ball. Second chance effort. Adams finds Bane. And here's Morant. And stolen by Paul. And here's the fast break. Here's Booker. Pass to Aiden. Now here's Bridges. Crowder outside. Out to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Outside Booker. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Bane, the pass to Morant. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Brooks against Bridges from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got 4 rebounds now. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Fantastic decision making. Aiden electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Outside Morant, outside Bane, puts up a 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Bane's got 6.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this off.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Xavier Tillman is out there with Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
From deep 3-point range. Here's Conchar. Pass to Williams. Oh, it's stolen. Lee on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Jones. On the wing, Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Tillman. They shoot again. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. To the paint. Here's Tillman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Here's Conchar to the middle. It's stolen by Saric. And the Suns pushing it up now. Off target from three-point range. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside, Williams. Back to Green. This one for three. The Suns clear it. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Green. Williams with the screen. And there's the lob. Green finds Williams. And Williams punches it home.
A smart move, using a little pump fake to get all the time he needed to go hard to the basket.
Yeah, it's just a simple move, but it looks so beautiful when it works. Reminds me of you, Grant.
Oh, I appreciate that, B.A.
Memphis leading. To the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Williams. Dylan Brooks comes in for Green. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Shots good by Morant.
John Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Steven Adams checked in for Memphis. Here's Washington. Pass to Shaman. Takes the three. And the Suns miss again. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Bane, no good. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Inside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Cameron Johnson.
For Phoenix, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Aiden, he's checked in for Saric. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Lee. And it's Booker in for Shaman.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now here's Morant. 14 points for him. Brooks outside. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And he gets that one. Bridges has got 9.
Whoa! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Outside Morant. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 8. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Morant going inside. Left side Bane. Jackson outside. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Bane, no good. The Suns trailing. Pass to Ayton. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Kicks it out to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Brooks outside. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Morant, the pass to Bain. Booker against Bain. And they'll get another chance. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Impeccable timing from the towering big man. Ayton is someone you must box out, or this is what happens.
Now here's Morant. Here he goes. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Booker. Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Adams grabs the miss.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
A good look from Bain. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Booker. Soft touch off the glass.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Morant against Booker. Morant, the pass to Bain. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Morant against Paul. Crowder outside. Down low. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Crowder. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. Outside for Brooks. Shot clock at 3. Lets the 3 fly. The Suns clear it. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Great hit ahead in transition. Advancing the ball, creating an easy look.
And the Grizzlies call time here. They're up by 1. And there's 1:45 left in the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them to be more careful about their selections, saying, quote, don't force it at the arc. If it's not a good look, don't risk it. Move the ball, attack inside. Use your options.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Give this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Paul against Morant. Outside Booker. And he hits it to tie the game. Booker's got 20.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Booker against Morant. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Bridges. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul against Morant. Right side Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Bridges right side. Here's Ayton to take the lead. It's good. And he Truk. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. Previous players every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was... The rule stands. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still heaved.
34 seconds left in the final quarter. Moran against Booker. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
Adams a screen. The three from Bane. The three won't fall. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt.
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier on. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Now here's Morant. In the corner, it's Bane. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Out to Edwards. Driving to the basket. Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Okay, David, thanks. So it's the Timberwolves now. Grizzlies making the shot. Prince outside. Morant with the steal. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Morant kicks to Bane. Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves trail by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And it's Prince penetrating. Outside Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brooks finds Jackson. It's rebounded by Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Edwards looking it over. Gobert the pass to Prince. Out to Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Morant outside. The pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Out to Brooks. Over to the left wing. 20 feet out. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Edwards passes to Towns, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Guys, certainly I admire the basketball skill of Karl Anthony Towns, but I admire as much his willingness to play through adversity over the course of his career.
Now here's Morant. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They need this one. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead.
Please give a big round of applause for the Pups.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell kicks to Towns. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Morant scanning the floor. Going inside and finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Outside, Russell. Edwards kicks to Towns. Dishes to Russell. Back to Towns. Up top, Edwards. Morant with the steal. In the corner, it's Bain. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Edwards. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Morant against Edwards. There's Jackson with the three. Here's Morant. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Edwards dishes to Prince. Back to Edwards. Pass to Russell. Kicks to Prince. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Morant. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot two.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Timberwolves trail by 4. Russell looking around. It's Edwards on the wing. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Out to Edwards. Knocked away. Edwards. Outside, Towns. Offline with his three. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Pass to Bain. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Floats it up there for Morant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Up top, Edwards. He has 6. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. And Brooks. Here we go. Morant outside. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. No problem knocking that one down. Edwards got 9.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. It's Brooks on the wing. Outside, Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. And a wide open look for Bain. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards drives in, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Morant outside. It's stolen by Edwards. Driving inside. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And so it's Memphis with their lead.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves, 19. The Grizzlies, 25.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Williams. He's out there with Green, and it's Tillman in at the 5 down low. Passes it to McLaughlin. The dish to McDaniels. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McDaniels got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Now here's Jones. D right on him. Fast break, Minnesota. There's Noel.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Minnesota, they have looked good at the line tonight. And yet we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Noel taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under the
can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Memphis leading. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. On the wing, Green. Now Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Noel passes to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. For the tie. Can't capitalize inside.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's McDaniels. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Now the pass to Green. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to McLaughlin. Fires it up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jones kicks to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Concho. At the top of the key, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's McLaughlin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the way. Edwards got 11 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Morant. And that one drops. He's got 14.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Russell kicks to Edwards. For the tie. Second chance shot, and Gobert with the lay-in.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Morant outside. Brooks outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
The assist.
Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him. Look now.
And that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness. Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Slam goal, but he draws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of
The previous play is under review.
personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And we just finished the third quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Morant. Jackson dishes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Outside, Russell. Out to Edwards. The feed to Gobert. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Out to Morant. Here he goes. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Russell passes to Edwards. Morant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this hit.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Memphis with it. Morant dishes to Adams. It's Brooks on the wing. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says no, sir.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade and replenish your energy for the late game push. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Morant kicks to Adams. Back to Morant. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here is Edwards. 6 to shoot. And it's Russell in the corner. Towns for 3.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Morant outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident looking to score with the ball.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Bain against Edwards. Now, here's Bain. Defense right on him. It's Brooks on the wing. Here's Morant. Morant with another miss. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
First team foul.
Russell finds Towns. Kicks it out to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
You get the sense Taurean Prince rises to the challenge and relishes every chance he gets.
Morant against Edwards. Morant right side. Going in. Oh, the power man.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Towns, a screen on Brooks. Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. It's stolen by Adams. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant.
Oh, gentlemen.
Assist goes to
My goodness, step back.
That was incredible.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Here's Edwards. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And the Grizzlies with possession. Morant with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And here's Morant. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard. Booker, good.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Bridges against McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Edwards from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Paul. For 3, Booker knocks down the triple. Booker's got 6 points.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Here's Towns. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. And Booker throws it down.
How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Here's Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Now here's Towns. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Booker. Back to Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's Edwards with a drive. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Johnson a screen on McDaniels. Into the lane. Outside Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker for 3. Sinks another one. He's on the roll. Starting 4 for 4.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But, man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Edwards against Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Outside Edwards. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Johnson finds Paul. 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. 4-3. An open look for Russell. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Booker. And there's the drive. And Gobert with a block. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Towns. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
And Booker, here we go. Johnson, outside for Booker. Launches it. Minnesota with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Drains the triple.
No hesitation as D'Angelo Russell, someone who does not lack confidence.
Johnson a screen on Edwards. Booker, pass to Johnson. And And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Carl Anthony Towns.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Russell against Paul. And here's Edwards. Going inside. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under
Review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And after seeing it now in slow-mo, I definitely think he was late with it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we have Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
So for Minnesota right now, the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Booker, the pass to Paul. Outside for Booker, and stolen by Edwards. Towns against Bridges. Now here's Gobert. Tight defense on him. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Out to Bridges. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. The 3 is up. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Bridges. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's blocked by Gobert. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Outside Johnson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Minnesota ball.
Russell with the ball. Knocked loose. Pass to Edwards. On the clock. Oh, my goodness!
I did not know he could get up like that.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Bridges, left side. Paul finds Booker. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
McDaniels, that's good. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Towns down low, covered by Johnson. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
For 3, Booker. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Pass to Towns. Now Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Booker defending. Towns down low. Johnson on him. The shot by Towns, no good.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Russell to pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards gotten 4 this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Russell finds Towns. Shoots over Johnson. Off the left rim and out.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he...
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back to the game after... Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Jay Crowder is out there with Dario Saric. And then it's Landry Shamet, then it's Washington, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. They're going to be a force for the next few years to come. Shamet giving his team a little bit of scoring punch. That's going to help out from the mid-range.
Pass to Noel. Three-pointer. They get the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Anderson. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Reed in the post. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The first free throw is good.
Naz Reid taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Phoenix has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Washington inside. Pass to Crowder. Back to Washington. Here's Lee. 5 to shoot. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
To the left wing. An open look for Reed. The putback is no good. The Suns leading. The steal. All by himself. Here's Anderson. Finished off the break. Anderson's got his first basket.
Anderson, he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
Pass to Shamet. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Drives to the hoop. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There, you respect the decision-making from him out there. After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. On the wing, Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Crowder, that's good.
The defense has to bottle him up before Jay Crowder gets it going.
Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to McLaughlin. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 1:40 left in the third. Washington outside. Pass to Shaman. Back to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Here's McLaughlin. He's got 5. Back to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. 6 to shoot. With the floater. Doesn't go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Crowder. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Anderson inside. Can't hit from in close. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Washington outside. Crowder outside. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Crowder against Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gobert's got 8.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
There's the triple. He drops it from range. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Suns on top, up by 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. And the basket by Bridges.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. McDaniels against Bridges. Puts it up. Tries again. Outside for Russell. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
Well, this becomes the D-Lo zone right now, and he's got the kind of range to step back even further.
Now Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
stolen by Booker. And they're pushing it up from deep. Another three for Phoenix. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
And the basket by Bridges.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Russell to stop the run. Ooh, Paul with the block.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Booker for three. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Russell. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
The kick out to Johnson. Bridges passes to Paul. Now here's Booker. Clock at 6. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. Let's go with a 3. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Edwards against Booker. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Outside Paul. For 3, Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Booker. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 31 points.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Suns.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Devin Booker.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And here are the Timberwolves, trailing by 13. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Booker. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't drop.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.